차원을 뛰어넘어 당신에게 영원한 안식을.
2 million?
7K dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we check out mythical Arianrhod special dungeon. She has just dropped in the global server and I'm gonna look at her skill set right now. For her passive, she decreases all damage taken by 40%, decreases the back row enemy's defense by 3000 and also becomes immune to chain attack. Okay? In this case, it only applies to her. So this is her first time we are reviewing her skill set. Netmarble just, did it again. First it was Iris, now it's Arianrhod. Okay, and for her two skills, they deal the same amount of fixed damage, 35,000 fixed damage to 4 enemies. The first one reveals hiding enemies and changes formation, which is something that we haven't had for a very long time. The last hero that probably had reveal hide heroes was probably Wukong, at least in my memory. Okay, and then she also destroys armor and removes shields, so it's gonna hit pretty hard, I think. For her awakened skill, she deals 400% to 4 enemies, ignores defense by 80% and also decreases buff duration by 2 turns. This is gonna be a very big and powerful skill. Okay, I'm gonna use the offensive team first. Okay, this is actually the team that I used for the Gideon dungeon because it's very easy with this team. I just have to use 2 main attacks and Gideon is done. Okay, but instead of Galadas, you may want to use Platin instead, because Platin actually reduces fixed damage taken for your entire team by 40%. If not, you can use Ariel, because Ariel, today also, she Mythic Awakened. She can also reduce fixed damage taken by 30%, so she can actually help your team take less damage from Arianrhod, because Arianrhod's fixed damage is pretty high. Okay, of course it's best for you to give her a Willful Ring or something like that, so that she survives a little longer. So I'll be going in with this team. This team is still a pretty standard team. Now, if you are still a new player, you can use Rudy actually. Okay, so that you can actually use skill nullification against her first skill, and you can build up some stacks with the Yuri and also decrease some defense with Cult, and then you can proceed to attack her. But as you can see here, it's very fast if your Mei is able to land the crit and lethal damage on Arianrhod. Here is the magic team that I'm gonna try, and you can see that in the intro I got totally wiped. Okay, Velicus equipment, crit rate, speed, HP, standard PvE jewels. These are non-myth jewels, so I want to give you a more realistic idea, especially for new and returning players, whether you can actually tackle this. Take note that I'm using Ariel here for reduction of fixed damage. I'm not using Yuri because I'm actually relying on Baal for the defense decrease already. Now, if you don't want to use Baal, or if you don't have Baal, you can actually use Yuri. But why I prefer having Baal is so that I can immediately go to the damage. Instead of having to drag the battle out with using so many skills, and by then Arianrhod may have killed you. As you can see, she hits super hard. Thankfully, if you use Yuri or Vanessa, they both revive, so it's okay. But Rin, unfortunately, is just gone here. Now, all I have to do is just lift the next attack. Another good thing about Baal is over here, you see, isolation. So, you completely are safe from the next attack. So it's pretty good. You can also bring Red Grid if you want, but she doesn't really gel with the magic team. Yeah, so with 1 awakened skill, Arianrhod definitely dies. Now this is another offensive team variant. In this case, my Mei is on double speed HP with fully myth awakened jewels, but you don't have to have that, just have the appropriate substats, which is crit damage, physical attack increase, as well as skill cooldown or increased awakening gauge, whichever one is fine for you. Okay, for accessory here, it's not right as well because she should be dealing more damage on magic enemies. The front line for my heroes are all in defensive gear, which is HP armor, defensive jewels, and willful rings. Okay, Dylan's doesn't have anything, he's just there for defense decrease. And I'm also going to use Red Grid here because Red Grid is going to increase my physical attack by 60% if I have 4 or more offensive heroes. Okay, so I'm trying to make light work of her, such that I can just kill her in one shot. Unfortunately, that's not the case because my crit rate isn't stacking up already. She did proc the lethal. So even here she got blocked and she survived on 1 HP, which is very unfortunate. Another good thing about bringing Mei is that Mei is completely immune to magic damage for the first 6 turns, so you can be very sure that she will survive for 6 turns at least. Or maybe 4 turns because Arianrhod is going to reduce your immunity by 2 turns. But you can be sure that, the first turn you deal heavy damage, and even if Mei is the only one surviving, you can still deal some hits to finish her off. If your Mei has enough damage, of course. So we end the match with the Arianrhod's headpiece and the power-up crystals. So I hope this video helped, and if it did, do give me a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have other team compositions that you want to suggest, do leave them in the comments below as well. Big shout out to my channel members Yami Phoenix, Yamaki, Hajime and Reggie Bautista for the support. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you!